Going on, everybody? We're back for another video, and today we're going to be finishing up the workbench. At least we'll get the shelves built, we'll get the outer 2x4s cut so everything sits flush and looks nice, and we'll probably mount that bench grinder that I got over there on here so I can get that off that shelf over there. And yeah. And then we'll be on the hunt probably for a vise, probably from Harbor Freight. Get that mounted on there as well. And then start organizing this garage, getting tools put away and miscellaneous things, you know. The idea of this workbench is, at least for the bottom shelf, is to get all of the big tools that are in cases and everything and put them underneath the workbench. So they're not hogging up my toolbox, because I got a slide hammer in my toolbox that's taking up a whole bottom drawer. You know, there's a spring compressor set, wheel bearing kit, bunch of other miscellaneous things. So it would be nice to get some of that bigger stuff out of the way. And maybe some of my power tools can sit there. Maybe, just maybe, we'll have that old Snap-on box. You know, maybe we'll use it and set it on top of the workbench there to store some tools in, huh? 1966 is when that Snap-on box was made. So I'll have to show that off a little later. I don't even have keys for it, which sucks, but maybe the Snap-on guy can hook me up. Maybe he can figure out something. I don't know. You never know. But yeah, so that's kind of the idea for this video. So let's get on into it. So I think first step is just measuring up what we need to cut for the outside 2x4s, and then we're on to the big sheet of plywood to cut for the shelves. Got all my pieces cut, and we got the first one on the front all screwed in. And since I'm a body guy and I got a crap ton of vice grips, I just grabbed two quick, put it up there so I didn't have to hold the board, and got it perfectly level. And here we are, just put in some screws and it's done. So let's take these off and we'll go on, do the sides and the back side. And hopefully I have enough screws. That's another thing. But look at that. I mean, perfect. Strong. Yeah, works great. Okay, so I got all the outer pieces mounted. And to be honest, it does look a lot better. Is it overkill? 100%. You definitely didn't need to do that. And I did think about it after I built these, that I could have screwed these to the outside and made these pieces, you know, to the end, and then everything would have been flush. But you know what? I'm happy the way it is. It actually looks great. I like it. It's strong as hell. So we're going to keep going with it. So now the hard part is getting that plywood out and cutting it up. It's not going to be easy doing it by myself. I usually cutting big sheets like that at least takes two people, but we'll make it work with the two little sawhorses that I got, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. So now we got to pretty much, I think we'll do the top piece first. Yeah, let's do the top piece first, because then when we have to cut a half for the bottom to get it to go in, it'll be easier to handle because it's already half the size. So that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, we're gonna have to measure up here and see what we need for a cut. Okay, so I got the sheet of plywood cut in half, and I gotta say, I'm not a construction guy, but I am damn impressed that I was able to cut it that straight. I thought it was gonna be an absolute nightmare. All right, so I got my width line all set. So now we're gonna make one last cut and then go see how it looks and fits. Okay, so obviously we cut to the right width, and I did end up going ahead and just screwing everything in. It's not perfect. I had to trim this side a little bit because it wasn't, you know, I mean, obviously the boards aren't straight either, but it looks decent. I think this side came out a little better. It's actually overhangs over here a little bit. you know, like I said, it's not perfect. Not perfect. I did miss the stud there to screw in the plywood, so I went right next to it. Worked fine. And then when I was doing my final cut, obviously I should have did a better job supporting the two pieces that were being cut apart, and you know, that's what happened. It ripped, but it is what it is. Like, not a big deal. Like, if I ever paint this workbench, which I probably will, so it lasts a long time, is, you know, all the paint will fill in all the imperfections. It'll look a little nicer, okay? But it builds character. But I gotta say, man, this is one solid table or workbench, and I like it. So now we have to cut the bottom. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I ran out of screws, so I found some other ones, and this is why I save a bunch of hardware. I got a whole screw bin here, because when you're in a pinch like this and you want to do it as cheap as possible, this is the way to do it. So I've just been kind of pulling out some of the correct screw sizes I've been using, and we're just going to roll with these for the bottom. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't matter, you know, what kind of screws holding together, as long as it's being held together, right? And it looks decent, so I don't know. Yeah, so I found some extra hardware, and I've been remodeling my basement too, and I took a bunch of stuff out, and you know, I saved all the screws, and I think the whole top of this was screwed down with screws from my house. So, you know, we're reusing, and it's solid, and it's going to work, and it's never going to be taken apart. So, you know, yeah. And if you haven't checked out a video that I made probably 2-3 years ago, cheapest way to store or organize hardware, Harbor Freight bins. Go watch it. You know, you'll thank me later. So it's the next day, and I went ahead and cut my piece of plywood for the bottom, and I cut it into two because you can't get it in between anything. You know, if you had it full size, it'd be impossible. So I cut it in half to make it easy, and it slid right in place. Got it all screwed in. He found some extra screws, like I was saying earlier, in my bin, and look at that, it's all done. So I pulled down the bench grinder, and now we have to figure out how to get this piece of plywood off the bench grinder. It looks like they have one nail through this hole, I think. Maybe not, it could be just underneath. And then we got to get this kind of leg bolt out, and they have a regular bolt with a nut on the end that's sunken into the wood. So it'll be kind of interesting, and then I'll have to figure out how I want to mount this, you know, securely. We could do that, what they did, but I don't want, you know, sharp things hanging from underneath. So I think the easiest way is just grab a couple bolts, like kind of like what they did, but obviously have washers, and bolt it on that way. So, but yeah, this table is starting to come along very nicely. I had to run to Menards and get some hardware to mount the grinder. I kind of just went ahead and drilled the 2 holes, marked them, drilled them, and tried to see if I had bolts to mount it, but I didn't. The ones I had were too long. So I took that bolt to Menards, matched it up with the correct size, and we were using, I think we ended up using the 2.5. We used the 2.5. And now I got the vise that it's all mocked up and everything. So now once I move it out of the way, I'll see where I marked the holes. I kind of just took a little bit quick, hammered it in the wood to make a mark. So we'll drill the 4 holes. And the reason I mounted it here is because I can swivel it over to this side if I need it, or keep it right in front. So I thought it's kind of handy. But yeah, it's coming along. I'm pretty stoked about this. It's actually turned out better than I ever thought it would have. As you can see, reorganized down below. We got a bunch of our tools, a bunch of hardware down there. Everything is fitting great. You know, there's still a lot of stuff to put away, but we cleaned up quite a bit. This has got to go. That's junk. But yeah, so let's drill the holes, get that mounted on. Bench vise is mounted and is solid on there, just like the bench grinder. This is a pretty solid workbench, man. And it was cheap too. It did not cost a lot. Like I said, the boards, like the 2x4s, which I still have a lot left because I got some house projects I got to do inside. But I think they were $30 for 15 2x4s. Sheet of plywood was like $30, and just a bunch of screws that I already had. So yeah, I call this a win. We got a lot of tools down there, like I said, and I'll keep adding stuff down there. I just gotta still go through my whole mess of everything, but we're getting there. We are definitely getting there. And like I said, what's nice is I already freed up a whole drawer so I can shove a lot of my DeWalt stuff in there, you know, keep shit off the ground kind of thing. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. We got a lot of organizing to do, but we are getting there. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.